Hey anime fans, let's back to the our anime reviews. Episode 11 of The Beginning After the End TBATE, titled The King's Decision, continues to adapt Turtleme's acclaimed web novel, following Arthur Leywin, a former king reincarnated into the magical world of Daikathan. The episode centers on Arthur's rigorous training at Xyrus Academy, where he refines his mana manipulation and swordsmanship under director Goodsky's guidance. The plot thickens as Arthur faces a high-stakes sparring match against a senior student, showcasing his quadra-elemental abilities and strategic mind, a nod to his past life as a seasoned ruler. The title reflects a pivotal moment where Arthur must make a critical choice about revealing his true power to protect his allies, hinting at his growing responsibility. A mysterious disturbance in the Academy's training grounds, possibly linked to Alacrian spies, escalates the tension, foreshadowing the war teased in earlier episodes. Arthur's relationship with Tessia Erelith deepens through a heartfelt exchange, but their differing roles, she as elven royalty, he as a student, create friction, adding emotional weight. The 24-25 episode season 1 structure feels rushed, glossing over Arthur's internal conflict about balancing his past life's instincts with his current identity. Key world-building elements, like the Mana Core ranking system, Daikathan's multiracial society, and political tensions between humans, elves, and dwarves, are underdeveloped. Animation shines in action scenes with vibrant spell effects and fluid combat, but quieter moments suffer from less detailed backgrounds and inconsistent designs. Natsumi Fujiwara's voice acting as Arthur conveys his layered emotions, though secondary characters like Tessia and Virian are sidelined by the pacing. The orchestral soundtrack elevates battles but feels generic elsewhere. On June 11, 2025, Studio Acat announced Season 2, set for late 2026, with Turtleme as story supervisor to ensure fidelity to the novel. The King's Decision delivers thrilling action and a pivotal moment for Arthur, but the rushed adaptation sacrifices the novel's emotional depth and world building. The Season 2 announcement promises a deeper dive, but consistent animation and slower pacing are needed to fully capture the source material's richness. The episode engages both anime-only viewers and novel readers with its spectacle and stakes. Episode 11 of Your Forma, titled Replay of the Nightmare, continues the cyberpunk mystery of Echika Hieda, a diver who uses Your Forma neural implants to probe human memories, and her android partner, Harold Lucraft. The episode focuses on their investigation into a copycat murder mimicking the nightmare of St. Petersburg, where victims were killed in a trance-like state. Echika dives into a suspect's memories, uncovering fragmented clues suggesting the killer exploits Your Forma's memory-sharing network to manipulate victims. A subplot involving a rogue hacker group hints at a conspiracy tied to the technology's creators. The Electroneural Investigations Bureau (ENIB), Echika's agency, is undermined by bureaucratic restrictions and self-doubt, making her feel passive and the investigation repetitive. The digital afterlife concept, memories persisting post-mortem, raises questions about identity and surveillance, but the episode prioritizes procedural work over thematic depth. A tense memory dive sequence reveals haunting visuals of the victim's final moments, but redundant exposition about Your Forma's mechanics slows the pacing. Animation quality dips, with off-model designs, stiff movements, and a muted palette that dulls the cyberpunk aesthetic, especially in cityscapes. Harold's analytical calm contrasts Echika's frustration, but their partnership lacks emotional spark. The soundtrack's generic synths underdeliver, though memory dive sound design adds immersion. The episode ends on a cliffhanger with a clue pointing to an Enib mole, but narrative progress feels sluggish. Replay of the Nightmare teases an intricate conspiracy and compelling sci-fi concepts, but Your Forma's repetitive plot, inconsistent animation, and passive Echika hinder its momentum. The show needs to deepen its digital afterlife themes and empower Echika to recapture its early promise. Anime-only viewers may enjoy the mystery, but sharper execution is needed to sustain engagement.